Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and in today's video I will be giving you my top 10 best 4K Ultra HD Blu-rays of 2022. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365. Okay, it's here. It's time to go over my top 10 best 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray discs of 2022. This year has been a really good one for the physical format releases of both Blu-ray and 4K. And also with new releases, there's the catalog titles that have also been given the 4K treatment, and I feel that they deserve their own video. So I will go ahead and link in the comment section my top 10 best catalog 4K releases of the year. Go ahead and check that one out. So this one is going to focus purely on the new releases that were coming directly from theaters. Before I begin, just a couple of quick notes. This list focuses purely on the picture and audio quality. The movie itself, or whether it's good or not, has no bearing on this list or its placement. It's really focused on the technical aspects. And this, of course, it's going to be my list. Yours will be very different, but I do encourage you to put in the comments section below what your top 10 4K discs of the year are. Let's talk about it. And after watching the video, you are interested in any of these titles, I will leave an Amazon link in the comments section. If you use it, it really helps out the channel. So let's not waste any more time. Let's dive right into my number 10. For my number 10, that will go to the Lionsgate release of Everything Everywhere All at Once. This movie is crazy from a narrative standpoint, and thankfully it equals to a very impressive 4K disc. There's a lot going on color-wise. I think there's some interesting choices with the visual palette, and with HDR and Dolby Vision, it gives you a nice just picture. It looks fantastic. And not to be outdone, the Dolby Atmos, it takes that multiverse stuff and the action scenes, turns it on its head, and delivers a really great home theater time. You are going to enjoy this one. If you like crazy movies with an excellent 4K picture and audio quality, definitely check this one out for yourself. At number 9, that will go to the Baz Luhrmann film Elvis. If you are a fan of Elvis Presley and haven't seen this movie, do yourself a favor, pick up the 4K disc. You certainly won't be disappointed. Visually, this is a beautiful looking film because Elvis as a person was very colorful in his outfits. And what the film does is it takes those time periods, unique ones throughout his life, gives them their own visual style, but it always looks really good with HDR, Dolby Vision. And of course, the Dolby Atmos, you're taking that wonderful music and giving it its rich fullness in the surround sound environment. It has such a good energy and presence. I was very impressed audibly with this one. Elvis is a film really solid on its own, but the 4K is absolutely the way to go. Definitely pick this one up. My number 8 pick is going to go to another Lionsgate release, and this time it's Moonfall. Yeah, the film's a bit of a dumpster fire, no doubt about it, but what isn't? It's the 4K disc. This is a really solid home theater experience. Visually, it looks good. I mean, it's got a nice clean appearance, and colors pop off the screen very well, with Dolby Vision giving a nice boost there. But really, you may have come for the picture, but you stayed for the audio, because this Dolby Atmos, wow, I mean, the disaster elements alone make this a worthwhile audio presentation. This is a fantastic time in your home theater. I mean, when things start hitting the fan, they hit the fan, and it gives your home theater a nice workout. This is a lot of immersive elements going on at any given time. If you like the movie, check it out. It's maybe not for everybody, but if you're going to get the 4K, you're definitely in good hands. At number 7, that will go to 3,000 Years of Longing. Of all the films on this list, this particular movie caught me off guard completely. I was not expecting what I saw and heard in my home theater. This being a George Miller film, I should not be surprised by this. He did direct Mad Max Fury Road, but this film, just reading from the description, you wouldn't expect greatness, but on 4K, I think it's a top tier title. You get a great audio experience. I mean, there's a lot of just energy and presence. I mean, there's a lot going on. I mean, it's very much a home theater type of movie, and visually beautiful. And with HDR Dolby Vision at its core, it really gives you a nice boost. Don't sleep on this one. It's, it's a film that's a little different, but I mean, if you want a great home theater experience, and I would say demo worthy, check out 3,000 Years of Longing on 4K. And number 6, that will go to The Northmen. Director Robert Eggers' gritty Viking film really shines on the 4K formats. Yeah, the palette is not going to melt your eyeballs visually, but the richness and fullness of the colors present cannot be denied, and I think it really looks good. And the audio, this is what you came to hear, because especially the opening battle sequences really stand out. It gives you a nice just richness and boldness to the audio experience, and I think it really has a good presence. This is a fantastic, well-rounded 4K disc. The movie is epic. I know it's not for everybody, but if you enjoyed it in the theater or just even watching it on streaming, do yourself a favor, pick up the 4K disc. You will not regret it. At number 5, that will go to the Michael Bay film Ambulance. I know what you're thinking, Michael Bay, but hey, you can't deny that the Transformers movies from the director are great 4K discs, and this film, his latest effort, no exception. Visually, it's gorgeous. It really has a wonderful palette, and it gives you all those boosts to color and solid black levels, and gives you the best experience with HDR Dolby Vision. And the audio, yeah, you're gonna feel this one in the morning because it is punchy as hell. Those car crashes and action scenes really have a robust energy to them, and it's just an overall great 4K presentation. This is easily should be on your top list of the year for any 4K collector. And even if you're not a big fan of the film, this is a demo disc you should show off to your friends. So yeah, Ambulance is my number 5 pick. At number 4, that will go to the Warner Brothers release of The Batman. Personally, this is one of my favorite films of the year, and it has an equally impressive 4K disc. The Batman is a dark movie, so there's not going to be huge amounts of color here, but those black levels and the shadow detail are nicely preserved. They look excellent, and it gives you a nice visual aesthetic boost with Dolby Vision. It looks really solid. And the audio, oh wow, this one is a fantastic. All I have to say is Batmobile sequence, and everybody who's seen the film knows what I'm talking about. This is a great, energetic, robust audio. The Dolby Atmos is in top form here, and there's a lot going on throughout the whole film. But yeah, that Batmobile sequence is really the highlight. But the 4K disc of the Batman is just top tier. It is excellent and highly recommended. At number 3, that will go to the Universal release of director Jordan Peele's Nope. I was very impressed with seeing this one in the theater, and when I got it home on 4K, it really just gave me a whole new reason to enjoy the format, because this looks and sounds excellent. It's absolutely one of the best of the year. And of course, visually, you get the nice bright colors of daytime and a really good looking picture, and with equally impressive black levels with night. Visually looks great. And let's not even forget the IMAX scenes included. It really just opens things up well, and it gives you a nice just addition to an already good picture. And the Atmos, chef's kiss. This is a beautiful audio experience, because when things start happening, you are going to notice it pretty much everywhere in your home theater. This has a great punchy, robust energy to it. It's fantastic. I am very impressed with Jordan Peele's Nope on the 4K format. It is something you should definitely check out. So yes, I highly recommend this one as well. My number 2 pick is another Warner Brothers release. They're really knocking it out of the park on 4K this year, and that will go to director Denis Villeneuve's Dune. Visually and audio-wise, this is a top-notch 4K. This really has a lot going for it. I will say it could have even rivaled, or maybe even been my number 1, if it had just included the IMAX scenes. That was completely a missed opportunity. But that being said, visually, the 4K looks stunning. It has a lot going for it. And with Dolby Vision, it takes the richness of the desert hues and colors and gives you the best possible picture. And the audio, this is aggressive. This is so good. It is definitely going to knock a few things off your shelves, because it really has such an awesome presence. It's robust. It just kicks ass. It's a really great audio experience. So Dune on 4K, highly recommended, and that is why it is my number 2. Before I get to my number 1, just a couple of quick honorable mentions. Spider-Man No Way Home. I think one of the latest entries in the MCU, especially when it's done by Sony, really shines on 4K. Visually, it's gorgeous. The colors pop off the screen, and the audio experience I feel is the best in the 3 Spider-Man films yet. So yeah, check it out. And The Matrix Resurrections. While I wasn't the biggest fan of the film, visually, this is a gorgeous looking disc. In fact, if I was judging this whole list off of picture quality, it would no doubt be in my top 3. But unfortunately, I feel the audio was just lacking a little bit. It didn't have the great energy of the first 3 films, so for that reason, it's an honorable mention. And finally, Bullet Train. Another Sony release that I feel is probably one of the most fun times I had at the movies this year, but it also makes for an equally impressive 4K disc. The colors of the train and the insides, the lighting, and just the visual aesthetic look gorgeous, and the audio, it's pretty good. It's actually really energetic. It probably would have, I would say it would have made the main list, but there's just so much competition. But Bullet Train is a fun experience, and the 4K disc matches it nicely. And for my number 1 best 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray disc of 2022, you know it, you've probably guessed it, it's Don't Worry Darling. Director Olivia Wilde's 4K edition of her film, no, what am I talking about? Of course it's Top Gun Maverick. Look, Top Gun Maverick is a fantastic reference quality 4K disc. No question about it. Not only do you get a visual just masterpiece with Dolby Vision giving you the bold, rich colors you deserve, but the IMAX scenes really put this one over. It is a fantastic visual experience. And let's not forget the audio, the Atmos, just its reference from start to finish. This is a great, I mean, those aerial combat scenes or any aerial scenes really shine. It makes full use of the whole surround environment, and the opening sequence with the, oh yeah, I mean, that is just, it's gonna rock your seats. This is a reference 4K disc, one of the best of the year, if not the best in my opinion, and it's just so good. This 4K should be on everybody's shelf, even if you're lukewarm about the film. Top Gun Maverick is something you should absolutely have, and that is why it is my number 1. So those are my top 10 best 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray discs of 2022. If you're interested in any of these titles, please use the Amazon affiliate link in the comments section. It really does help out the channel. But now it's your turn. Let me know in the comments, what are your top 10 4K discs of the year? Sound off down below. Let's talk about it. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.